Bottom two of the order for the Royals: Alex Gordon, Alex Rios, then ALCS Escobar against Marco Estrada. There is such deception in the delivery of Marco Estrada, that 89-mile-an-hour fastball that we've focused in on. Another swing and a miss against it. Strike one on Alex Gordon.
And that's because of that changeup. You get that changeup thought in your mind as a hitter, and you are done.
Ball one.
And Joe, the ball comes out of a very different point. Estrada is a guy who sets up on the first base side of the rubber, and as a right-handed pitcher over the top, the ball actually comes from dead center of the mound high.
89 again. Talk about consistent.
Again, that's up. It's more effective up. Watch the release point here. Straight over the top, middle of the rubber. The ball's going to come out. Hitters just don't see the ball from that angle.
2-2.
He's got this nice, easy, lull you to sleep delivery. And then the quick finish. Short strider, too. That means it's even a higher release point.
We had a chance to talk to Ned Yost, who is in his 6th season, 5th full as manager of the Kansas City Royals. 12 years a member of Bobby Cox's staff in Atlanta.
Boy, time's flying, huh?
No doubt. Took over in 2010. At the time, his bench coach, John Gibbons, who's the manager for the Toronto Blue Jays. Eventually, Ned Yost went with more of his own guys, and there were no hard feelings from John Gibbons, who's about as upfront and honest and down to earth as any manager. Really, two guys that are similar in that way, hooking up in this ALCS. 2-2. Full count.
Joe, John Gibbons after that went back to manage Double-A baseball. Former big league manager, big league coach, goes back to Double-A. He was back home in San Antonio.
I think that's why he's got such an easy understanding of how quick things can change in baseball.
There they are. John Gibbons. When he went back to San Antonio, John Gibbons said, I got up in the morning, cut my own grass, went to the ballpark, came home to my own bed. Cutting your own grass, that's the part that got my attention.
Looking at Mets' #1 pick, 74 and 80.
3-2. That is ripped into the right field corner. Gordon will dig for second. And the second double of the night for the Royals. Again, it's a leadoff double. Royals got a leadoff double on the first pitch from Escobar in the first inning. Could not score a run. It's Rios now, Escobar on deck. Strike one.
How good are the Kansas City Royals? You have Alex Gordon hitting 8th and Alex Rios hitting 9th. That's how much this organization has turned over to be a competitive club.
One ball, one strike. Rios suffered a broken hand early in the season. It cost him 6+ weeks. Then he had chicken pox. He really didn't get rolling until August. 4 for 14 in the division series. 1-year deal with the Royals. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Chicken pox.
Chicken pox.
Oh man, those things hurt when you're older than little kids. That's when you start calling home and say, Mom, did I have chicken pox? You have to.
1-2 pitch. Got him. A changeup from Estrada and a big strikeout, his 3rd of the night, out #1 here in the 3rd. So now Escobar, who jumped on the first pitch in the first inning and doubled.
Better than throwing fastball here first pitch.
That is fair. And with that, Kansas City strikes first. RBI double Escobar, 1-0 Royals. 2 pitches, 2 doubles for Escobar. And now an RBI. Ball 1 outside corner to Zobrist. Strike 1 on that first pitch. As Zobrist was in a position in the first inning to advance the runner, fly it into shallow right.
Well, if you were like me right there, Joe, you were looking at Zobrist's reaction because he thought it was a ball too.
But umpire tonight, Tony Randazzo. This crowd is alive.
Now here's the difference with this at bat for Zobrist and the first at bat. The first at bat he's got in his mind to get the runner over. Even balls away he was trying to hook. I think this time he's sitting better for the style of hitter he is. See the ball and hit it and try to drive the guy in.
Right side weird bounce and a good play by Colabello. Over to third with 2 out is Escobar. And what a pick by the first baseman, Colabello. And the batter is Lorenzo King.
Royal baseball, don't rule out a bunt hit here. And Escobar coming home with Kane dropping a bunt down third baseline.
Donaldson deep at third. Right side base hit, 2-0.
Joe, the reason I said Hosmer a difficult matchup, not just because he came into this game 4 for 5 against Estrada. The 1 out was a line out. Estrada doesn't like to pitch in. Hosmer does not like the ball in. He'd rather have it away to extend the arms.
Caught the outside corner, a ball and a strike.
Interesting observation, Tom. You're all over that.
Well, Estrada has been throwing some more cutters, but that's not his bread and butter. He can show that cutter in. For the most part, he's more comfortable keeping the ball away. Change-up fastball.
Was willing to take advantage of the shift on the infield, but missed it with a bunt. It's 1-2.
And he can do that with Morales. That's the difference with Morales hitting behind him. He doesn't feel like he's got to drive every ball and be the guy that's going to drive somebody in from first base. With Kenji Morales hitting behind him. Other than that, you don't like the play.
Oh. And that was the cutter on the hands. I'd rather have Hosmer, who's got good numbers against Estrada with 2 outs, take a shot at hitting the ball through a gap.
Or out of the park.
That too.
2-2.
I didn't say I liked it. I'm just explaining why he did it.
Maybe it plants the seed for later on in this series that Hosmer is not unwilling to do it.
Here's somebody in the dugout. You're hitting for a reason. Swing the bat.
He hit 18 home runs during the regular season. Drove in 93. Waits for a 2-2. Runner goes. Pitch gets away. Kane down to second. Kane will hold there. And a full count on Hosmer.
But even we're joking about Hosmer looking to bunt there. That's Royals baseball. We're not watching teams, a team that sits there and says we're going to strike out 200 times, we'll hit home runs.
That's the curveball. This is a guy who's thrown only 2 wild pitches all year. It's really because he likes to keep the fastball up, but that one he just pulled.
It goes down as a stolen base, first of this postseason for Kane.
And I think with the way Hosmer swings the bat, Navarro has to stay back and not be able to go out and get that ball and throw it down.
3-2.
Loves that 3-2 changeup. That one's left inside. The question is now, do you double up on it, Eric Hosmer?
Well, it's so tough when you have a guy that throws a changeup and his fastball, and I'm telling you, it's coming out of the same arm slot. So if you start guessing changeup and he throws your fastball, it will look like it's 110, even though it's 90.
Hendrick getting ready in the bullpen for the Blue Jays if this continues. 3-2. Popped up. Mile high on the infield. Tulowitzki. The inning is over. Damage is done. A leadoff double by Gordon. RBI double by that man, Escobar. 2-out RBI hit by Kane. 2-0 after 3. Kansas City in game 1.